From a distance, it looks tranquil. But the sun is hiding a killer menace that stretches throughout the entire solar system and even jeopardizes human space travel. Its source lies 600,000 kilometers beneath the sun's outer layer, the sun's core. It pushes energy up to the surface, but doesn't stop there. The force of this flow ejects 4 million tons of solar plasma into space every second. This creates a gigantic streaming cloud of corrosive exhaust gas. It burns at 1,000,000 degrees, 200 times hotter than the sun's surface. This is the solar wind. Our planet's magnetic field forms a natural shield. It deflects the solar wind and creates the light shows we call aurora. We're safe on Earth, but as soon as we move away, we're exposed.
I think it's actually the biggest obstacle we have for exploring our universe. It's like being in a nuclear reactor. So we need to protect people when they go out into deep space where they can get radiated.
NASA, Langley. A team of scientists prepare a new generation of astronauts for deep space. Engineer Jeff Serro investigates how to protect them from the sun's radiation.
The dark side of the sun, from the sense of living in it as an astronaut, is the fact that it throws off these solar particles that actually come through space station walls and pass through astronauts and cause long-term bodily damage. So the work that we're trying to do here is to shield the astronauts from radiation. It's like wearing a coat against the bad weather.
But the solar wind is nothing like the Earth's weather. Highly charged particles hurtle through space at over 1,000,000 kilometers an hour. Since the sun first ignited, the solar wind has shaped the solar system. This is Mars, 4 billion years ago. Water covers its surface until the solar wind strips away the atmosphere and bakes the planet. Whenever humans venture into space, we have to defend ourselves from this deadly wind. Jeff and his team are searching for ways to shelter astronauts from this solar onslaught. They're testing a new idea.
You've just received notice that a solar particle event is likely to occur in 20 minutes. Please complete the shelter as quickly and as completely as you can.
A temporary panic room, where astronauts can shelter from deadly spikes in solar radiation.
Okay, go.
You can't build a big shelter, a big heavy shelter, because it's very expensive to launch things into space, $8,000, $10,000 a pound. So you're trying to build a shelter out of items that you already have.
Jeff trains the astronauts.
You want air?
To build a shelter from materials already on board. Anything that contains hydrogen, like waste, food, or water, is a perfect ingredient. Weight for weight, water is a better radiation shield than steel.
Water is something that we need to live on anyways, so we like to use hydrogen and water.
To survive the solar wind, the astronauts must be quick. If they can't build a shelter in 20 minutes, their bodies will be bombarded with deadly radiation.
So they completed in 16 minutes and 41 seconds, which is well within the warning period for the solar particle event.